UK and US forces launched a new series of strikes against Houthi targets in Yemen. At least 30 targets were struck across 10 different locations. The UN Agency for Palestine Refugees warns of an imminent humanitarian catastrophe in the Gaza Strip. President Zelensky presented state awards to intelligence service officers who participated in the recent sinking of a Russian missile corvette. Farmers' protests continue during the weekend in Germany, Switzerland, and Greece as they say farmers have been pushed to the brink of disaster. UK and US forces launched a new series of strikes against Houthi targets in Yemen. At least 30 targets were struck across 10 different locations, according to US officials quoted by the media. On Saturday, US CENTCOM reported that 6 Houthi anti-ship cruise missiles launched toward the Red Sea were successfully intercepted. On Saturday, Iraq's foreign ministry summoned the U.S. Embassy's representative to deliver a formal complaint over U.S. strikes. The Pentagon has claimed to have hit more than 85 targets in Iraq and Syria. Assessments claim U.S. strikes may have left more than 60 killed in Iraq and Syria, which include militants as well as civilians. In Iraq, Population Mobilization Forces, an Iranian-backed group, show photos of its official security headquarters ruined in Al-Qaim. The UN Agency for Palestine Refugee warns of the imminent unprecedented humanitarian catastrophe in the Gaza Strip. In its X account, it said people are dying at the world's watch. On Friday, UN experts again urged countries to reverse their decisions to stop funding the UN agency in the wake of the Hamas supporting scandal. EU Foreign Relations Chief Joseph Borrell on Saturday reassured that major member states such as France and Germany will continue to fund the organization. The relatives of Israeli hostages fear the crisis in Gaza is worsening the situation of the hostages still held by Hamas. Anti-government rallies continue in Tel Aviv with demands to find a way for ceasefire and the release of the captured. A recent hope for a ceasefire brokered by Egypt, Qatar, and the USA a week ago still holds. According to media reports, Hamas discussed the Parish Initiative with all Palestinian factions. The movement gave its prior approval for the deal, but expressed dissatisfaction over key details. Farmer protests across the European Union continue as tractors in Germany blocked access to Frankfurt Airport, one of the world's largest transfer hubs. Even though about 2,000 trucks were allegedly going to take part, only 400 showed up, according to local police. German producers are protesting against the expiry of tax refunds for agriculture diesel. In the Swiss city of Geneva, more than 30 farmers drove their tractors to the center of the city to demand fairer pay for their labor. They are protesting against the large profit margins of supermarkets. While food appears to be expensive, the production cost and farmers' profit is not. In Greek Thessaloniki, angry farmers dumped the produce on the ground, saying it is the equivalent of selling the produce for no profit. Farmers from various regions of Greece displayed coffins and black flags as protest organizers say that rising production costs have pushed farmers to the brink of disaster.
The university hospitals in Amsterdam and Rotterdam have opened foundling rooms, adding to several more already operating in the Netherlands. They're for women who want to anonymously give up their children, and the foundation The Protected Cradle now has 13 places where women can leave their babies safely. The rooms were created in response to babies found in containers and other places around the country. The foundation believes it's better to have babies found immediately by medics rather than too late by members of the public.
The annual 12 Marias festival is in full swing during the carnival in Venice. 12 Venetian girls were successfully chosen from a pool of more than 50 candidates. As part of the age-old tradition, the girls arrived aboard gondolas, gliding through the heart of Venice's Piazza San Marco. Their iconic dresses are inspired by 16th century Titian paintings, but the Festa delle Marie has even more ancient roots. It is told that in late 10th century, 12 Venetian girls got abducted by pirates. When the city successfully took the captives back, they paraded through the streets to celebrate.